Yeah. If you're a noob. And be a con.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, and or night. Welcome to the stream. My name is Steampunk Fiend. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday today. And if not, welcome to the Barkade. Let's hopefully change that. As who knows if we're going to have a relaxing stream or not, because it's Snatcher. And frankly, whenever I get into the shooting sections, I have a terrible, frustrating time. But we're going to hopefully do our best. We're going to enjoy some good music. We're going to have some good vibes as we listen and follow along to the story of Gillian Seed, trying to hunt down all the Snatchers in Neokovia City. I hope you guys are doing great. It's good to see you, Hungry. Good to see you, Darwin. Thank you for subscribing for 13 months in a row and for my sub sound playing again. Hello? Did not expect that, I guess. You know what? It's already time. We're going to get right into the thick of things. So I got to immediately switch over to my lovely Halloween costume of being a Snatcher. We're just going to get into it. I gotta hope to God that everything's working right for our audio here. I really don't know if it is or isn't. Because frankly, the last time we did like RetroArch, I was so worried that things were gonna break, and I'm just so glad that they haven't broken yet. But who knows, it'll break now. Let me get caught up a little chat. Ender, good to see you over on Twitch. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for saying Hades. I don't know why you said that, but thank you. Hungry over here. I said I had a D&D session with some friends. I didn't get nice. Hey, you had a Christmas event at the time. Hell yeah! Just pure coincidence. Love that. Actually, pretty funny how it all happened. Love Hades nuts. Come here, you little... I don't have a bonk emote. Fuck. Oh, shit. That's disappointing, dude. Oh, well, you know what? Just bongo on these nuts, I guess. Got him. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm excited to hang out with you guys and have some fun. So that's what we're going to do today. I think everything's working right audio-wise, but, like, I'm going to be honest, everything always breaks, so I never really am certain. But we try our best. Your new Moxel looks weird. Never seen it before. Yeah, this is what we use for Halloween, and I'm still using because the game we're playing today, Snatcher, does technically have Snatchers in it. So I'm like, you know, it's fitting to have the Halloween costume up, I think. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're just having a good time with it. So that's how it's going. Let me actually pause it. Okay. Alrighty, chat. We're ready to rock and roll here. The other model? What do you mean the other model? You want the other... I'm assuming you mean you want the other model, huh? The Snatcher 1 is based on? Oh, this other one looks weird? Huh. I mean, that's probably fair. I didn't actually do any, like, reversed, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, flipping of the image and stuff to see if the art was, like, fine. But, you know, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us, so... I never seen these models. Yeah, these were for Halloween. So they didn't stream much during October. I'm using them a little bit more here so I can actually get my... full utilization out of them. All that good jazz. Okay. Indeed, okay. Alright, let's get back into it. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I have a save state, but I think I can just, like, load it up. I think we're good, yeah. Oops. Alrighty, so we are outside Freddie Nielsen's house. If you guys weren't here last time, the ending of our stream had us coming out of the sewers, or not sewers, but the subway system, the old defunct subway system, after having getting chased around by Snatchers. And our goal now is to reunite with Junker headquarters to verify that all the people we care about are still doing okay. I got a bad feeling about next week, says Hungry. Back in August, but 21st of November. I'm sure you'll be fine. I wish you the best of luck, though, no matter what happens. Alrighty, so I've already... I think stretched? Am I crazy? I don't think they are. Yeah, I think I'm just crazy. Alright, let's look around the area here. We're quite a ways from Queen's Hospital. It's very quiet here. It's sealed off to prevent Snatchers from spreading. The building is no longer inhabited. There are not as many pedestrians in the area today as usual. It's probably because everybody's worried about the Snatchers that were in this building. Okay, that's basically the same thing there. Let's look around here. Look, there's a taxi over there. It's a man taxi. The driver is behind the wheel. That's kind of interesting. He's parked illegally in front of a house. Perhaps he's waiting for a customer? I wonder if it's another Snatcher. The cab is for hire. Should we board it? I mean, we could board it if we wanted to, but the thing is, I don't know if I trust it or not. Nobody around besides us. Building the Nielsen's are living in the other day. The occupants have all moved out. It's a black taxi. We have little choice in the matter. Let's board, Gillian. Fair enough, hungry. Well, good luck with that. All right, let's ride in the taxi. All right, let's board that taxi. We've boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a man cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. Investigate driver. Driver's of medium height and medium build. Hey, this is a black taxi, you know? Don't be so nosy, okay? I have a feeling this is actually another Snatcher. Driver's identification is not posted on the dashboard. Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? Driver. As he is seated, I'm unable to make a precise measurement of his height. Come on, you know the unspoken rules. Drivers and passengers of black taxi aren't supposed to interfere with each other's business, you know? I mean, fair, but I'm also not your average customer. His face is concealed. Polarizing film has been placed on the rear view mirror. Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? Train my kickboxing and martial arts. Just to make sure I'm prepared for any physical danger that may happen. Well, good luck. Car has been modified to operate on manual only. Still unhappy. Okay. This taxi is lacking a synchronizer to link it to the Awful One automatic traffic control system. It's been specially modified for use as a black taxi. I'm gonna save here, just in case. Yes, save. Alright, we're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? We're in a hurry. Is that some kind of joke, sir? You can't be serious. This is a man taxi, you know. I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. Okay, I want to investigate a driver again, I think, here, because I don't think he's going to actually help us. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell. Chinchuo.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
I'm gonna take a screenshot here, just in case I'm trying to.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I've been really trying to figure out whether or not I have to do another stream after this one for a Snatcher.
Mika and Harry are safe.
But I don't know. I really don't know if I'm gonna need to or not. Ooh. We've arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal, this is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go! And now entering headquarters. This is the lobby. What? The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Look at area. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. So where did Mika go? The booth appears to have been struck a number of times by some kind of energy weapon. Okay, the same dialogue. Shutter. This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It is automatically lowered in times of danger. It functions as a protective shield, so there's no way to see inside the booth like this. Okay, I figured it was going to be the same thing, saying that again. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. So headquarters has been put on emergency status? The emergency light is flashing on the door check. Okay, well, fair. There are a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Cannon? And it's Snatchers who did this. Same thing. Surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an entry weapon. I read motion. Something is in the booth. You have some theories about it all, Hungry? I mean, far be it from me to tell anybody how to live their life, but I've never believed in premonition stuff. So I mean, as long as you're being safe around all your friends and stuff, and nothing comes to harm you, I think you're gonna be fine, gamer. Gillian, we have to open this somehow. It's been locked from the inside. The only way to open it is from inside the booth. Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Oops, wrong button. I have to look for an emergency external connection port. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I have located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, we'll be able to open the shutter. Open shutter. Now plugging into the... now plugging into with emergency external connection port. Weird that it phrased it like that. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a Snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the Snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a Snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian,
Damn.
please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in. Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That Snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Cunningham.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
We're in the main hallway. It's a lot of bullet holes in that glass. What's this? Someone is down. That hat. Harry.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbo cycle. And that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really? That bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay. Doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This'll work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him,
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet.
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Start our search. The chief's office. Actually, I kind of want to go to the detective's room here. It's the detective's room. Motion detector. Any motion readings in the detective's room? We're the only ones registering onto my motion detector. Under far desk. I'll check it out now. Are you ready? What? Oh, sorry, nothing here. Under front desk. All right, I'll check it now. Please be careful. Nothing here. Search on inside locker. All right, now checking the locker. Sorry, nobody here. Motion detector. Okay, nothing here. Let's go to the computer room. If I remember correctly, Cunningham destroys Jordan. I feel like. Am I crazy? Registering any motion here in the computer room, Metal? There is no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. Terminal shadow. Alright, now investigating. No Snatchers here. Under desk. Alright, now investigating. No Snatchers here. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Check out the shooting range. It's the shooting range. Motion detector. How about motion in the shooting range? Reading anything? We're the only ones reading on my motion detector. Booth shadow. There's a good chance it's hiding in here somewhere. I'll check it out now. Are you ready? No Snatchers here. Inside booth. Alright, now investigating. Nothing here. Above booth. Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. Nothing unusual there. Can't find any sign of the Snatcher. All that's left is the chief's office. And actually, we can go to engineering as well. Because I forgot we haven't gone there yet. Thought we did. This is engineering. Motion detector. Pick up any motion in engineering, Metal? I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Ceiling fan is the only thing moving. Behind work table. About the only place one could hide in this room is here, right? Alright, now investigating. Nothing unusual there. Under the work table. Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. Nothing unusual there. Under the desk. Nothing here. Alright, let's do it. It's the chief's office. I don't really need movement. We're the only ones in the area. Outside window. What, in a place like this? Alright, now investigating. Sorry, nothing here. Under sofa. Check it out now, are you ready? Sorry, nothing here. Under desk. Nothing there. Can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Result is the same, Gillian. You're the only ones on our on my motion detector. Save in file number 2. I think Cunningham goes back for Mika, if I remember correctly. I've checked all the rooms. Where could he be? Let's go through all the rooms one more time. Really? Any movement in this hallway? We're the only ones registering on the motion detector. Can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Okay, computer room. It's the computer room. I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Nothing unusual here. Alright, I check on Al. Please be careful. Nothing unusual there. Motion detector. Result is still the same. Under far desk. No Snatchers here. Under front desk. No Snatchers here. Inside locker. Alright, now checking the locker. Nobody there. Engineering. Then we go shooting range. Then we go Chiefs again. Motion detector. No Snatchers. Nothing there. Nothing there. Still the only ones registering on the motion detector. Nothing up above. Nothing inside. Nothing in the shadow. Chief's room. This is the chief's office. What's this? There's something on the desk. There's no stain like this a few moments ago. Oh, we can't even use our motion detector. Look. Stain on desk. It's blood. Appears that blood is dripping from the ceiling. Now look at ceiling. There's a pool of blood on the desktop. Yeah, blood is dripping from the ceiling. There we go. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? There he is. Cunningham! Damn, he really got me right there. Just immediately. Uh-oh.
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Ads over on Twitch are going to start about 5 minutes.
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
Motion detector. Snatcher's no longer here. Computer room. This is the computer room. Bloodstains. There are no traces of the Snatcher's blood in this area. That Snatcher's wounded. There must be blood somewhere. Okay, nothing in here. I'll take a sip of water actually really quickly here. Ah, good water. Shooting range. This is the shooting range. Search for bloodstains. Can I locate any signs of blood? That's funny. I was pretty sure that at least winged him. Winged him? Honestly, not sure what, which verbiage they were supposed to either wanted to use on that one. It's the detective's room. Bloodstain. I don't see any of blood anywhere. Snatcher's wounded. There must be blood somewhere. Can I look in the locker? Nothing. Engineering. This is engineering. Bloodstains. I don't see any evidence of blood anywhere. Snatcher's wounded. There's got to be blood somewhere. In the main hallway. Damn, where is it hiding? There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There's still some rooms we haven't checked. This is really weird. It has to be somewhere in headquarters. Front. Check the lobby. The lobby? You never know. The main door was sealed off when we came in. We've checked and double-checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed. Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself. I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you. Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency light's coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker!
Can't do one there. Can't do one there. One about here. Come on. There we go. Got hit him 3 times, I think. Can't even do this one here, I don't think. Come on. I don't know if I can actually shoot him in the head or like in the body or not, if it does anything. I think I just have to shoot him in the head repeatedly. And I don't think I want to shoot Mika in the hands as much as I do, so we'll do that again here. I thought it was going to give it to me all 3 times in a row, but no, it's not. There we go. 1, 4. Oh, come on. Got him, though. 5.
The
Ad
Snatcher's
starting
license
soon.
have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
And another screenshot, why not? I'll save my slot too.
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Queen's Hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into phase 2. For that, we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get...
I'll hold off on this so everybody can see it if anybody's looking up over on Twitch. On the bright side, ads are only 30 seconds, so I don't have to wait too long. All right, back from ads.
Your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory?
That's a good screenshot right there.
Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika.
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory? So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
And that, chat, is the end of Act 2. That's actually how the original game ended. This didn't get an episode 3 until its Sega release, which was, I imagine, a very terrible cliffhanger for a lot of people. Right.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Act 3. Junk.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers
Shit.
are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I
but
should
we
be
do.
able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing.
Our son?
Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
You have a map from Lisa.
Gillian.
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture from when he was a kid.
I forgot about this.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes. You come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No. It was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
First of all, it's the Snatcher's weak point. Ultraviolet rays. This is Snatcher's weak point. It's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basale of their skin, which become cancerous. I also want to take a moment. I feel really bad for Gillian. That he never had time to have a moment with Harry as his son. I don't know how they would have handled it, but it sucks. It's a little twist of the heart still. Like you get emotionally attached to Harry. He can be a little bit of a jerk, but he's got a good heart in him. And then this little sprinkle on top from Act 3 here just adds to that pain. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. That's the reason that they are so limited is when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of the winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that John used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic, it turns out the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. That's right. Now what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? The black taxi, I guess? So the method of movement, right? I guess it's the underpass? That's right, they were using its abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. I wouldn't call it an underpass, though. I would call it, like, subway lines. Or, like, tube lines. You don't call it an underpass. That's not really what that is. An underpass is, like, under a bridge. Or under a track line that's elevated. I don't know. It doesn't really fit in my brain to call a subway line an underpass. Or at least, like, a subway tunnel. That's how they're able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all their hideouts are connected by the tube liner. So maybe there's a tunnel under their main base as well? There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? Sneezing from Snow 9. This is the phenomenon I'm talking about? That's right. And when was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9. So this is the reason for the sneezing. You're correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That is a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner, and near the Ina River. We must not forget that the 3 photographs we found the Snatchers with, all of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map of the wall of Nielsen's apartment from the Kremlin, the picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital, it's one of the saint, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a saint, and the photo of the red square hidden in the chief's office. Why do Snatchers keep pictures of memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika, they're robots, you know? Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Moscow. This is a city they have in common. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. Might be right, just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, in the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church.
An
It's
old
rather
church, huh?
large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian!
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
I love that I gotta go to church line. That's so funny to me. This is the last turbo cycle. Use Metal Gear. Well, Gillian, we're heading into the bottom of the 9th. Alright, I'll save everything that has happened up until now. Which file number would you like to save in? Save file number 1. Please overwrite my save. Save completed. Would you like to continue play? Let's finish the investigation. Parking lot has become rather lonely. Enter turbo cycle. Alright, now boarding the turbo cycle. Turbo cycle. You boarded the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course, I know the answer to that question. Church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's location. Lift off. Flight configuration, now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood?
How you doing, Yummy?
Conversion to hover configuration complete.
Molding right out on COD? Yeah, that sounds about right for a COD game. Enjoy your time, gamer. Rack up some good score kills. Exit turbo cycle. We've arrived at the church. Wow, now I know why they call it their Kremlin. Listen, the only sound is out of the wind. The whole area is exceptionally quiet. Ocean detector. Not reading anything at all. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. The building may be patterned after a traditional Russian church. It's quite old. It's pollen and therefore much finer than snow. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given this season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. The surroundings conceal the church from all but aerial surveillance. Okay, I heard that one. Oops. A sensor scan reveals that a tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. That's no surprise, looks like we've got the right place. I'm not picking up any large movement signals. There's nothing in the area besides this church. This is definitely Snow 9. The building's about 50 years old, but appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Let's go inside, chat.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that actually worked.
That got it.
I honestly didn't think that was going to work. What's this? It appeared to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Listen, just us in the wind, that's all I can hear. So have they already left for the summit? This person is no doubt the one that Snatchers worship as their creator. Sky, isn't that random? One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. Snatcher, welcome in, I cucked. Good to have you here. You like Snatcher? We're in Act 3 here. We're pretty deep into the story, but hey, if you're a fellow Snatcher enjoyer, I definitely appreciate that. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. Indeed. Too much to be a coincidence. Let's look at it again here. Now that you mention it, the person in the portrait does look like Random Hajil. Love Snatcher, the intros go to this game, so true. I love listening to One Night in Neo Kobe City and the announcer just like June 6th, 1996. I love that intro. It's so good. It's really, really well done. I played this game once before to completion, so I'm not a stranger to this, but I do love listening to just kind of like the vibes and atmosphere of Snatcher because it's really well done. Kojima really outdid himself with all his team at Konami on them. All right, let me look at let's look at the chairs, the pews. These are the chairs for the worshippers. I didn't actually get to read that. In time, there's no covering of dust. They appear to be used regularly. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. The decorations do not appear to be those of a church. I suppose it's Snatcher-related iconography in that case, but that's a really weird descriptor to use for a church in its environment, I guess. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious though, I cucked, if you're willing to listen to my questions and indulge me. When did you find this game and what made you love it so much besides its intro and stuff? Welcome in Astrobot over on YouTube. Thank you for talking about a tech deck. I appreciate it. Those things were goated back in the day. All right, can I investigate this portrait? Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. So this is Professor Modnar? The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. Indeed, so it does. Based on the condition of the paints and canvas, I would say that this portrait was painted over 50 years ago. It's all very organized, almost inhumanely so. There's another room farther back. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. A very heavy object appears to have been placed here. It is structurally damaged. On the chairs? Let's see if I can look at that in a second. There's no litter or garbage anywhere. It's almost too clean. I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. Nothing on our motion detector. Whole area is exceptionally quiet. Okay, I think that's all we can do here, so let's continue back. Now moving into the back room. I actually heard about this game about 6 months ago in Surlar. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Played it. I knew nothing about it, but fell in love with the cyberpunk theme and how similar it is to Blade Runner. True. I mean, this and I feel like Kojima's really directly inspired by both Blade Runner and Terminator in its ideologies. Because Terminator, it's very... I I feel like Terminator is the body snatching part, while the androids and Desperation to Live is more Blade Runner. But the whole setting is like very reminiscent of Blade Runner because you got like the whole Neo Kobe aspect. You got the fly-ins that are like basically directly ripped from the intro of Blade Runner and stuff. And I love that to bits. I honestly think this does, I think Blade Runner and Snatchers both have their wonderful and contributions to art in their own respective ways. I really love Snatcher's whole utilization of the entire ability of creative mediums in order to both get us to experience the cyberpunk and Blade Runner atmosphere, while also just being a really damn good story and frankly uniquely different from both Snatcher or Blade Runner and Terminator. So really, really genuinely love this game. It's been something that it's actually funny because I first found this game back when I played a game called 2064 Read Only Memories, because that actually directly uses a reference back to Snatcher in that Jeff Lupedin, who voices Gillian Seed in the English release, not reprises his role, but comes back and has a couple of cameo appearances, a couple characters in 2064 Read Only Memories. So I don't know, I really love this. I really love this experience. Tech deck is what I call people who buy overly expensive tech that has only one specific use. I'm looking at you, Jukiro users? What the flip is a Jukiro? What? Hold on. I beg your pardon. I beg your finest pardon. Internet-connected juice presses. Or Juicero. I think that's what he probably meant to spell, yeah. Juicero. Something like that. That's crazy, dude. Internet-connected juicers. Because yes, I want my juicer to be able to download YouTube videos on how to make juice. Snatchers, says Gillian. Look at them all. I'm not picking up any readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them back here. They're continuing all the way to the back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Listen. Just us in the wind. That's all I can hear. It's perfectly quiet. Alrighty. Let's, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Actually, I think instead of investigating first, we're going to look around the area. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. Oh, Jesus, fuck, that was a little too close for me. That startled me. I didn't expect it to get so close so quickly there. These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So the victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. Ugh. Almost look as if they could spring to life any moment. If this many snatchers were to all start moving at the same time, there's little we could do. There's nothing of interest besides the containers. Something is written on the floor. It appears to be Russian characters from about 50 years ago. Yeah, one of those is, like, some of these are definitely Cyrillic. Yeah, nothing of interest besides the containers. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these snatchers. There's no doubt that this is how they got here. Interesting. These endostructures were all shipped here in these containers. Okay, that's just the same. None of these snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. They're preserved in excellent condition. It appears that they undergo regular maintenance. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. Unlike the chapel, there are some scraps and dust on the floor here. There's some kind of a label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Interesting. Siberian Investigative Force? It would appear that these snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the Investigative Force have been responsible for shipping the snatchers. In other words, the Investigative Force have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian Investigative Forces bring the snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. Rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. These containers were definitely brought out of Siberia. I can detect traces of contaminants unique to the region on the containers. I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. Cucked, I think you're honestly the only person I've seen who's actually come by actually just for Snatcher as of so far while we've been playing. We've had 6 episodes so far, but not a lot of people kind of pay attention to this game. So I was thinking, do you have a favorite character by any chance? Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back. Warning, chat. Boobs. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. Listen. Not registering any sounds except those regular noises coming from the equipment here. There's no sound except for the soft bubbling of the liquid in the containers. Computer terminals installed on each preservation cylinder. There are tubes and wires running all over the place. Please watch your step. Gillian or Metal Gear love? Hell yeah. I think honestly one of my favorite things about this too is just how the fun little connection Kojima had in putting in Metal Gear as the name for our lovely navigator. I'm a little hazy on the details in terms of what he was exactly working on when he was at Konami at this particular time, but Kojima, I believe, was working on the first couple of Metal Gears, not the solids, but the original Metal Gears for the arcade systems and fledgling home computer systems. And that's where that reference comes to. And I think one of the cool things... Hold on. Who is it that I'm thinking of that has a direct reference back to this? No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Police Knots because one of the characters in Police Knots actually makes a direct connection back to Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid in future titles and stuff with her storyline. But that's not related to this, but I guess stuff. When Metal straps herself with a bomb. That comes up in a minute, doesn't it, I think? Yeah. You're right. God, it's been a while. I think I last played this back in like 2021 was when I originally first played through all this and had a good time of it. Then I tried to get into Police Knots. I really want to get into Police Knots one day, but Jesus Christ, is that game so much more pervy. And the copy protection on that game actually was impossible for me to solve on emulation, so I'll have to figure out a way to do that in the future. I had a really hard time trying to get that game to work, but I want to get that one to work for sure. Good stuff, though. The development of this game is really interesting, too. A lot of content got cut due to time and budget constraints. Police Knots is an interesting one, too. It's basically a lethal weapon in space. That's very true. I was also really fascinated when I was first learning about this game to realize that only the first 2 acts were originally included, I think, in the PC 98 release of this. And then they had to wait until the Sega Genesis or the Sega Master System, I forget which one it came out on specifically, for that 3rd act, and that's what we're playing. This came a lot after and was worked on later after the release of the first 2 acts. And I think it's actually really interesting, too, because you can kind of see the leftover vestiges of them trying to re-tutorialize players on what happened in the story from the beginning of Act 3 when Mika, Gillian, and Metal are all sitting together, figuring out details of the story, learning key details back, so the player is at least slightly re-immersed into the story and stuff, so they have like a jumping off point to refamiliarize yourself with what's going on. Because I don't remember exactly how long it took for them to come out with this port in the 3rd act, but it did take a while, as far as I'm aware, between when the original Japanese PC 98 version released and when the 3rd act was actually finally completed and put on a system. Very interesting stuff. I love these older games just for like their unique aspects and the really grassroots work it took to get a lot of some of this stuff back. Because like you still see some of that today, but it's in a different capacity, I think. Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna look at. I think I missed the. Whoops, wrong button. Terminals. These terminals must all be connected to a host computer, which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. The monitors are all displaying various data and charts. It's probably just going to be the same thing there. Alrighty, cylinders. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. They're considered with a special, constructed with a special reinforced glass. It would require quite a bit of effort to break. Actually, you know what I think? I'm pretty sure this is the area where... It's either this area or the next one where the spider bots come in. And they are very difficult to fight in this section. Fighting the Snatchers is kind of difficult sometimes. Yeah, I won't lie. But those spider bots, brutal. They're absolutely insane to fight against. Never been my favorite thing to fight. It appears that the weak ultraviolet rays are being Excuse me, okay. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. Same thing. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. This is very sophisticated equipment. I'm surprised at the advanced level of facility they have constructed. I wonder where they're getting their funding from. They're probably supplying their financial backers with Snatchers as well. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. It's set to, it's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed. This is the data which they use to generate the artificial skin with. Okay. It's a small metal door with a doorknob attached. Really, a doorknob in this facility? There must be another room beyond here. Okay, I already read that one, I guess. Can I look at the area again? Same thing there. Do I need to read the cylinders? Nope. Listen, I guess. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. Oops, wrong button. Ah, Snatch process here.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And
Yummy, I hate that you said that because, there are probably comparisons you can make to, like, Giger-style art pieces in terms of, like, the cylindrical and alien-style look to the pods, I guess is how I want to put that. I wouldn't have been surprised if somebody took inspiration from these in addition to Giger-style art for the Matrix pods.
this is where the artificial muscles attached.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached.
Jesus.
In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And
We
I'll
don't have
try
any
to find and
communications, though.
rescue Jamie in that time.
Snow 9 is
I
going to
can't
be...
transmit here
yeah.
due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
30 minutes it is, chat. Let's take a quick save state here and let me get caught up with Chad here. I hope one day Snatcher gets a 3D remake. That'd be really cool. Would love to see a modern take on the Neo Kobe city. Cucked, I agree with you, but like... I think I have to be realistic for a moment because I don't think Konami will ever revisit this game. I think it's too tied up between Kojima rights and Konami rights, and I don't think Konami has any interest in reviving this series in terms of the small user base and fan base it have. I'm willing to concede though with their efforts to try and revitalize the Metal Gear franchise with the Master Collections on Steam, as well as I think modern platforms. There could be a renewed interest with that. But I don't see them going out of their way for it quite like they're doing for Metal Gear with the absolute love that is attached to Metal Gear and its entire franchise. However, I also don't know that I would want them to remake Snatcher because this is a really good game just as it is. I think its only flaws lies in the fact that sometimes the solutions you need to go through in dialogue trees is not as clear as it could be. And I think that's just a holdover from point-and-click adventure games and stuff. That just is something that happens. You can't really escape out of that. That stays true into modern-day options and stuff. It's not always going to be the most clear which way to go. And there's something I really love about the pixelated charm that comes with this game. It feels distinctly Snatcher. I know they could probably do some great shading work, because, like, animation work and shader work with things like Blender and Autodesk and Maya and ZBrush and whatnot have all come in massive strides. But I don't know that they would do it justice to give like a cel shaded look back into a 3D model or even a 3D environment to replicate the look of what we get here in pixels. It's like there's really like a sense of like I'm looking at a comic almost, like I'm playing a comic, if that makes sense. Just with some of like the color use. If you've seen older colorized pictures of manga, or if you've seen early 2000s Dark Horse comic publications and stuff with like deep saturated colors, deep lines, oftentimes relying on very little saturation, very little contrast and stuff. Hell, I might even draw comparison to my Ghost in the Shell manga I have here sitting on my back bookshelf here. Because those have a very 90s quality to them that I think really lends themselves to this art style. And I really would hate to see that go with 3D remakes or
30 minutes.
remasters.
This is gonna be tight.
A remaster might be able to do it well.
Check. Let's take a look.
Remaster might be able to do it well. Not sure. That said, oh, hello. Yep, this is the bullshit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. This is gonna go bad already. This is not gonna go well. As soon as they throw spider bots at me, especially I'm not expecting it, it always goes really poorly. I shouldn't have been yapping so much. I could have been back in the, I could have been in the mindset for this. But it's all good. We're good. But we're gonna see this a lot, chat. This one isn't very kind to me. I missed one of those because I didn't get the button to go off. That's gonna be really bad there. Oh boy, that's a lot of them. Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to get through that. I don't actually know if there's patterns or not to that, or how the RNG works for where they go, but sheesh, is it tough. I think there's a couple sections of this too. I think you have to go through a couple of them. It's gonna be easy game. Wow, they already give me like 4 and just like expect me to deal with it. I don't never like this section. We had one of these at the very end of last stream where I was like, I'm just dead. I don't like this section. Oh, it's not gonna go well for us here. I think these ones do more damage than the spider bots you see in the tunnels in the very first section of the game, as well as the both in the tunnels escaping from Queen's Hospital, as well as the tunnels in the abandoned factory. Whoops. Oh, good. Let me try it. Gonna spam my fucking buttons, I guess, like crazy, dude. Might be what gets me to survive. I don't know. Who cares about missed shots when you're surviving? The only thing that cares about missed shots is the training simulator. Oh, I missed one. No. Darn. Almost had it. No, get one of this. Oh. I think I just gotta spam my button as fast as I can. I think that's the only way I'm gonna win. These sections are also probably the only other thing that I really hate about this game. They are very difficult. Killer on the thumbs. And my, actually, no, yeah, just my thumbs, because I'm using my thumbs on gamepad and stuff. Just gonna blast it. And so I started blasting. Anyways. Can't even say the Danny DeVito line because I'm so flustered how bad it's going. Oh, no. Oh, shoot, I almost had a good run there, but it's all good. We'll get this back. We'll run it back. Run it back. Just blast. So I started blasting. Oh my god, hello. I really missed one from there because I lost my coordination in my aiming there. I have another game. Oh boy. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Finally. Oh, my hands.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
They almost got me. All right. Let's open the next door.
Please, no more. Yummy over on YouTube says Sony said they're going to release single-player games every year now. 88% of them are going to be remakes, I think. That's not a...
Doesn't look like there's anything here.
Not a bad way of looking at it.
Whoa!
Of course. Oh, shit, hi. These good tries. I got to try a little better here, I think. Ow, fuck you. I don't, you know what, I think I remember didn't like this, like, rampant section of just, like, trying really hard for, like, shooting galleries and stuff. Because I remember they had to backlog a lot of it into this, just because it was really rough. Or, like, they wanted something to, like, spice it back for you, right? Because, like, they had a little bit of dialogue and stuff, they had their plot, but it was kind of rough around the edges.
These guys are tough.
Love it, but it's...
Didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms.
It's brutal.
Okay, let's try this next door.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't keep saving my state, dude. Lorraine. Jamie. Oh, fuck me, dude. What? No. What? That was weird. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do on this one. Yeah, okay.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you.
Fill me on the deets, girl.
Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of.
Alright, chat, for those of you on Twitch, if you're lurking, hanging out, no worries, I appreciate it. About 5 minutes, you'll have like 30 seconds of ads. I'll try and make sure that we're not in too much gameplay or anything like that, so I can make sure you guys don't miss anything. But you'll be back in 30 seconds once those ads start.
At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemies' leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, You, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian. It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So, you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
Ad starting very soon.
57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me.
What's up? My OBS is so weird. It just said like my ads started and like they're at 27 seconds. So apparently like 3 seconds of the ads was just like undisclosed to me. Come on, Twitch. Give me some good data that I can actually use to help out my people who are watching, dude. Sheesh. I've also been so focused on that timer that I kind of like blanked out what Elijah was saying. Not good. Alright, I think we're back from all the ads. Welcome back, chat. Let's get back into this. I don't think I missed too much. I think you missed like maybe 3 seconds at most.
I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love.
I love that angry pic of him.
And even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger.
Creep.
Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin. The area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter, and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned, it revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point.
But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod.
Creep.
Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random Hajil.
Random?
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. Its design
Thanks for being here,
and
Yummy.
built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will
How
be
much
no
yapping
way
there
to
was.
tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
Jesus.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you're the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here.
Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
I love this reveal. This reveal is so much fun.
What's that?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
He's already done it once.
4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction... Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random. Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh.
Oh, Metal.
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks. Thanks, you two. Jamie, come on.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
I really wanted the screenshot of that. No! Dang it, oh well. He's got like such a cool face. I love him.
There's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great.
There we go. Now I can get a screenshot. Yeah, there we go. It's like he's got such a cool face. I don't know, man.
You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2,
1.
Here it comes!
Later, kid!
What a fun game, chat. What a fun game. I forgot, like, this. I couldn't remember if there was going to be any more gameplay after that, but no, that's it. This is the final cutscene.
17 Special Engineering Squad, report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now.
Oh.
Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
13 Special Operations Squad and all junker personnel, report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a screenshot too, because I don't have a lot of screenshots of this game, and I want them.
Have you
My dogs
guys
are
been
yapping.
talking about me behind my back?
Hooray! Gameplay. All right, let's talk with Katrina. How's she doing? I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she told me about Jamie who's always. Excuse me. She told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. Trying to learn more about you is what got our relationship started. That's... Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Yeah, you're good friends. Right? Chat? Right? Our relationship has gone beyond just being friends? Beyond just friends? That sounds pretty good to me. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know? That's true. He's got a mind in the gutter. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I got two real sisters now. That's cute, actually. That's really cute. Oh, don't be... okay. Look at these two. She's done a real great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. This kid has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. Might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. You're just like family to me now. Hell yeah. Jamie. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Gillian. Don't worry, no memories will change how I feel about you. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations?
Another screenshot.
I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
Yo, nice.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. What? Me a captain? Not a bad first rank for someone like me who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
Oh, man, I forgot about that, dude. That hurts. That hurts my soul. No. Oh, man.
That's Harry's hat.
Man.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
Oh.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait for me. Take me with you, please.
Look at him. He's just a Sega Master System.
Metal?
Yes, sir. We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
Metal Gear
So
Sega
you found
CD.
your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the bead.
Random, huh? Wait a sec.
That's a
I've heard
Napoleon
that
sneeze.
somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you.
Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
That's a really pretty picture, too. This game's really good, chat. It's got that perfect PC 98 charm to it. Oh, look at that sunset. That's amazing. Hell yeah. Off to deal with the Snatcher threat. We've done good, chat. We've done good.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Producer Tomikazu Kirita and Yutaka Haruki. Creator Hideo Kojima. I think I've seen Kinoshida's work before, I'm pretty sure. Jeremy Blaustein? A lot of these names are not familiar to me. As much as I try and keep up with development stuff in the video game space, it's hard for me to keep track of people outside of, like, the big names, you know? I'd try. Got that sweet old little, that's not a clarinet, is it? It might be a sax. It might be like a tenor sax. I'm not sure. Oh, I love that picture of Jamie. She's so cute. I love her little smug smile. It's cute. That's a good game, chat. If you want anything to kind of keep you company for about a week or so, depending on how long you want to spend on this game, Snatcher is a really, really fun experience. Going in blind and just having a lot of fun. Even going with a little bit of precursor knowledge, it's really good. Playing this my second time after 3 years after not having played it, really fun, had a wonderful time. I still remembered a lot of this stuff. This game had a massive impact on me. Just in that I remembered it very well. But it's still such a good second play. Mika's looking great. Mika's got a very head-patable head. I don't know what I mean by that, but I'd love to give her head pats. She's just very sweet. I wish I had this game with its manual. That would be really precious to me. Random Hajil. Bounty Hunter. Love his face. He's so cool. He's got the oh, why can't I remember his name from Blade Runner? Shoot. I'll think about it later. It'll come to me in a dream. Gillian C., Jeff Lupetin, Metal Gear, Lucy Childs. Random Hajil, Ray Van Steen. There's Katrina. Jamie Seed, Susan Mel. Mika Slayton, Kimberly Harn. Katrina Gibson, Lynn Fusaner. Snatchers, Jeff Lupetin. I love that they did both of them. It's really fun. Napoleon, Jim Parks. Harry Benson, Ray Van Steen. Jean-Jacques Gibson, Jim Parks. Elijah Modnar, Ray Van Steen. Ivan Rodriguez, Jim Parks. Lisa, Lynn Fusaner. Chin Chuo, Ray Van Steen. Female employee, Lucy Childs. There's Harry. Oh, so cute. Harry's really one of my favorites. Narrator, Ray Van Steen. I didn't know that Ray did the narration. Telephone operator, Lynn Fusaner. Ramen guy, Ray Van Steen. Fortune teller, Susan Mel. There's the gang right there. Special thanks, Michael Blaustein. There's our screenshot. Perfection. I really enjoyed this game. I'm glad I got to play it again for y'all. I'm glad I've been feeling better in order to get back into this kind of stuff. Starting November and end of October was pretty rough, but we got through it. We're moving ahead. That's stuff we can do. Produced by Konami Co. Limited. I'm gonna have to listen to this original soundtrack later on my own. It's got those perfect vibes. Good to listen. Thank you, Chad, for coming on this journey with me. Experience what it means? Yeah. Alright, let me do a save state in 45, I think. Do it in 45. So, chat, that's it for RetroArch's mainstay today. Now it's time for us to play a little bit longer. We're gonna play some Helldivers, I think, today. And it's also time for me to switch back to my old model. We're gonna be going back to our regular, traditional, fun look. It'd be good. I really had a fun time playing that. I'm glad I got to. I know we played a lot of Signalis as a companion piece to this for Halloween, and I really had a wonderful time with that. But getting to play Snatcher again is just really, so I'm glad I got to do that. Just a wonderful experience. Oh, wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Oh, that's my game capture. Whoop. No, that's what I wanted to hide. YouTube Music has most of the soundtrack. They also have an alternate version of the opening theme that's really well done. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing it out with me. And thank you for just sitting by and lurking and having a good time of your own. Well, we gotta finish all that. I appreciate it. I'm glad I got to have somebody hang out and enjoy the finale of Snatcher with me. Because it was good. I put a lot of work into making that model and having fun and getting ready to just have a good time with that. It's legitimately one of my favorite games. For a very damn good reason. And so just getting to share that's really, really awesome. Alright, we're going to update our Twitch stuff here, which means I got to go in here and do a little bit of finagling. We're probably not going to pick up Police Knots or anything like it for a while. My goals for the rest of November is to get ready for a charity stream at the beginning of December. And then finalizing the year with a lot of my art projects and stuff that I want to get done before the end of the year. So we're not going to be doing too many big things. I'll have to figure out kind of what we'll be playing and stuff, because I'm not totally sure on what's going to be coming up next for our streams. I kind of want to do more Signalis. It's kind of where I want to put my energy into for a while. But I do have stuff I want to plan and kind of chat with you guys. So if you want to stick around for stuff in the future, we'll be doing things. I kind of want to do a Doom marathon for part of the charity event going into December. Playing like Doom 1, 2, 64, 3, 2016, and Eternal. I'm not sure that'll get to Eternal. Really not sure. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Greetings. Welcome into the Barkade. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. And I also got to be honest, stream schedule is like so up in the air these days, because it's got to depend on how I'm feeling with my health these days. But I'm trying, and I gotta like make sure I'm getting stuff ready in the background so I can actually hopefully do some charity stuff in December, because I want to do that again. It's fun to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking for the future. Now that that's we're so late, but that's our Halloween itinerary done finally. we can finally move back to what's normal. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna get relaxed, get back to a regular schedule, and figure out what we're gonna go through from there, kind of thing. I really don't know what's gonna. I don't know. Retro FMV games for full motion video. That's I could do that. If you got recommendations, hit me up with them right now, and I'll put them into my. I have a note center on my phone that I kind of go to. And I also just put them in the. If you are above the age of 18, want to hang out in the Discord, it's very quiet. We kind of just hang out and chill and kind of chat when we want to over there. But I'm pretty sure I have a game suggestions chat. Don't I? I don't. Oh. Thought I did. I think I'm crazy. Oops. No, I do have a suggestions chat. I'll just put them in here too. Yeah, if you got him, hit me up. Ripper. What system is that on? Interesting. 1996 interactive movie point-and-click adventure game. Developed and published by Take-Two. Premise DOS and Macintosh. Interesting. Cast includes Scott Cohen, Christopher Walken, Paul Giamatti, Karen Allen, Burgess Meredith, David Patrick Kelly, Ossie Davis, and John Rhys Davies. It also uses the Blue Oyster Cult song, Don't Fear the Reaper. That's kind of cool. Huh. Yeah, it seems like it's like in a personal computer style thing back in the day. Alright. I'm gonna freaking do some threads in here. Do a create thread here. Game suggestion. Okay. This is gonna be Ripper. 1996. Personal computer. Also known as a DOS back in the day. Actually, technically for DOS. I'm just like this right now. Can I pin a thread in Discord? I don't know if I can. Guess not. That's fine. Edit thread. Oh, I have to hide it? Oh, that's annoying. Whatever. I'll keep it there. I can always look at it later. Alright, so that's there now. I probably should move some of those from what I have here on my phone. Who do we have actually here? Wow, they are really buried here. Oh, you know what I want to do too, as we get into December? I am very fond of a game called VA11 Holiday, or as we like to call it, Valhalla. And I want to do daily Valhalla streams, where we just play like 30 minutes of that game every day and have a good time with that. Am I crazy? Do I know that game suggestion? There we go, game record. I don't know why I didn't label it right. So I have one, actually funnily enough, one of the games that people recommend is Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, which I've always wanted to do. I'm not sure that I will pick up the remake, considering I have a copy already for GameCube, so I might as well just use that kind of thing. But that is something I want to do. And then The Darkness, somebody would have recommended to me. The game I'm thinking of? Game. Oh, right, Original Darkness. I can do that too, why not? Someday. At least keep me here so I remember. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to play that has been on my mind for a while. Policenauts is definitely one of them. Policenauts is a really interesting thing though too, because much like for the development of Snatcher, there are very specific differences in terms of the art style across the games, not to mention the content between the ones that are only Act 1 and 2 and then the ones that are the full package. Because I think from PC 98 to, I believe it was on Saturn, to Sega CD, they have 3 different art styles depending on the system's capabilities in terms of how they handled their video output and color stuff. So that was something I was having to think about. Not to mention the stupid copy protection for Policenauts legitimately kept me from playing the game. because as soon as you hit one of the games, you actually what's one of the fascinating things about Policenauts is its copy protection was basically a piece of red gel that you held up to your CRT in order to determine the correct solution to a puzzle. It was like a bomb defusal puzzle, but you needed like a red film gel in order to correctly navigate the puzzle properly without blowing it up. It was so difficult to try and figure out a way to get around, and I couldn't get around it. On top of that, the bugs and stuff that I was getting when emulating it were atrocious, especially when it came to that copy protection puzzle. So I never actually got around to finishing it or even really fully enjoying it to its full extent. But actually, Policenauts does have some English translations. I've played it in English. Especially if you go to policenauts.net is a website that's still up. It's not really actively updated anymore, but there are patches for the game in order to play it in English. Look up, just look up Policenauts. There's a thing I was thinking of. It's different. It is just Policenauts. Okay, never mind. Also, the boot physics in Policenauts is pretty good too. That's a nice little plus. If you could saddle with all the troubles and stuff, there are some fun things you can do with that. But yeah, so if you go to policenauts.net, it's not a very secure site because the how do I describe it? The owner of the website and the spearheader for the project, I believe, has since felt it's done, hasn't kept it updated as a result. Yeah, there are ways that you can find Policenauts stuff. I'm thinking of Snatcher Wiki. Because there's a fan website for Kojima's Snatcher as well. I'm thinking of. Is it from here that I think it is too? I love it. It's so good. I actually don't remember if there was English voice acting for Policenauts. I don't remember. I think there might have been when I was playing it, but like I played Policenauts right after I played Snatcher, so this was 3 years ago, and with all the difficulties I was having, I just couldn't get over it. And I had to kind of just like buckle down and figure out other stuff. A lot of these forums are just old and not active anymore. One from 2023. That's Emulation Guide for Policenauts 2018 and beyond. Here, there's a thread here. If you want to check it out, like it's not particularly safe according to modern safety standards on like Firefox and Chrome and whatnot, because like it's a thread if you wanted to explore it. And just a very basic emulation guide for 2018 and beyond. Did it actually come with like... I'm trying to remember the development for Policenauts, and it's not coming to me, frankly. Also, let me switch over here because we're just chatting for a moment here. An English localization was planned for the Saturn, but was eventually cancelled, with Kojima citing technical problems with the translation. After interest in Kojima's work grew following the release of Metal Gear Solid in 1998, demand for a translation built until a French translation of the PlayStation version was released in 2009. Critics have praised Policenauts for its animation, voice acting. Okay, well, let's perfect for that. Alright, let's see the localization. Interesting. So there is both a fan translation patch for the Sega Saturn version as well as the original fan translation for the PlayStation version. I think I tried both and had different issues with getting both to work. I believe the PlayStation one was the one that gave me the most issues in terms of playability because RetroArch is PlayStation core dependencies, and this goes for most PlayStation core dependencies in general, rely that your computer actually be pretty capable of handling hard-to-do tasks, as the PlayStation does demand that workload, or the ability to handle that workload in order to actually emulate its capabilities properly. The Sega Saturn one, I ran into the copy protection issues with, and I also ran into, I think, translation issues. And there's weird censorship issues across several of the versions, because there have been several stage releases, from what I remember, as things came out. Different, like, because there was the original release, I believe. Hold on, let me see if I can get this right, so I'm not yapping and spouting nonsense. Yeah, so Policenauts was first released from PC 98/21 on 1994. Subtitles were reintroduced in later ports. First port was for the 3DO Interactive Multiplayer in 1995. Next port was for the PlayStation in 1996. What else here? Final port was for the Sega Saturn in 1996 in September, whereas the PlayStation one was in January. And the PlayStation one is considered the most censored version, as there were reedition of removed details that were put back into the Sega Saturn port. Kojima also insisted that the Saturn port have increased video fidelity, retaining the 3DO's original 24 FPS and not using Cinepack encoding. Nice. Sega Saturn also included light gun support. So the players would feel more emotion using the gun in Policenauts and in games like Lethal Enforcers, which you felt did not evoke empathy. Cool. Yeah, if you want to read more about this Wikipedia article for it is pretty fleshed out, I'd say. But I think that kind of covers where I'm going to go for now. Policenauts is something I want to bring to the channel in the future, so we'll have to consider some of these as time goes forward. So, let's finally get on to what I actually meant to do, and let's play some Helldivers here for about an hour and a half, something like that. Thank you guys for being here. If you're all going to head out and go find other streams, feel free to. I will be playing Helldivers for about, like I said, another hour and a half, and then I'll head on out for a raid wherever we go. Alright, let's see. You know what's always kind of a proud moment for me, though? Whenever I get to play really small games, and I love seeing that my stream is like one of the few that's bringing in the view count for the game. That's really special for me, honestly. So getting to see that, hey, the 3 people who are hanging out, lurking right now, enjoying their stuff right now, it's really nice to see that we're able to see a couple of people enjoying Snatcher in the world. Thank you for streaming. Always appreciate a Snatcher stream. Glad you enjoyed it, Cuck. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you in the future. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you in the future if we can. Alrighty, let's do some lovely Helldivers. Do 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 ba da da ba da bum ba da da ba da ba na 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 dum ba dum ba bum ba bum ba da da ba da ba da 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 dum ba 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 da da ba da ba ba da da ba da da ba dum. I love this game. I love the music. I'm so happy about all this. I think, yeah, okay. Yep. Oops. My my YouTube chat decided to die right there. Alrighty. I'm gonna close out that for now, and I'll pull that back up later. One of the problems with Helldivers 2 is I always gotta get ready for it to like kill my computer, so I'm always just kind of like being wary about that. Alrighty, here we go. Helldivers 2. Perfect. I hope I have it set to 30 FPS, because if not, we're gonna have some troubles. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. We'll find out soon enough. Alrighty. Load game, load faster, please, I beg you. Also gonna make sure my audio. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Alright, chat, this public service announcement is saying that we are going to be liberating some bots. Just a few of them, you know? Just a couple. A wee few, if you will. Fuck, I could have used that major order from new metals. Darn it. Oh, well, that's too funny. Alrighty, Gallivere has been held for the designated time frame. Planning the DSS to remain imperiled. Okay. Ads over on Twitch are going to start in about 5 minutes. Interesting. All right, let me, so one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to try out this new war bond. I am very late to the party with it, but I would like at least some of the colors. I gotta stop hitting the button to get into the thing, because that's not what I want. And on the bright side, though, I'm just here for the paints, really, and a couple of extra, super credits if I can. This. Okay. I need 23 more to unlock. Alright, let's spend this then here. Dead Sprint. Dead Sprint is like one of the boosters that I honestly just do not like in the game. Not a fan of it. But we manage. We do as we can. I will try this new SMG as long as it's one-handed. I'm actually not sure that it is. It's not. It is not a one-handed weapon. Which is a new thing for SMG class. Most of them have been one-handed so far. Even the super premium one you get for super citizen status is a one-handed weapon. Fuck, I need to spend 21 more to unlock. That's so annoying. That's so funny. That's such a tease. The game's like, all right, you got 21 you want to spend right now? Ah, get wrecked, nerd. Alrighty, it is time to try out this new one. We're going to try it out on bots. The Reprimand, heavy-duty submachine gun that fires large caliber rounds with a slower fire rate to manage the high recoil, ideal for use at close combat range or use at close to medium range. God, words are hard. Words. Why are they so hard? Words. What are they good for? That is a reference and a half that I didn't expect to make right now, and I also messed up the song. Based. All right, we're gonna go for one of my old trusty looks here. Not this one. DP00. There we go. Tactical. And I do want to change my cape here. Let's see what I got here. We got the Drape of Glory, Independence. The Independence one is one I want to use here, but we also got the new one I just bought. Patient Zero, Pride of the Whistleblower, Dissonance Nightmare. No, Pride of the Whistleblower. Yeah, it's kind of good, but I don't like the clash of red and yellow. Cool. All right, let's get to work. I have 200 super credits to my name. Sheesh. Not a lot. All right, let's get out of Akamar.
Surprise attack on one of our planets. It needs our aid.
Man, the bots are not doing good for us right now. We need to really do some work. All right, Eagle Storm. DSS crews maintain deployment of a 24-hour rotating fleet of Eagle fighters. Close air support and slowing enemy offenses. Okay. Well, let's go up to like a level 5. Let's start work here. Oh, a lot of these are defense missions, huh? Can I do one that doesn't involve me doing one of the ones that has to be at a wall? Or, defending a flag? Let's try this one here.
One mission more.
Sure, we'll do this. FTL Jump 2, the Galavar system. You know, okay, one of the things I've wanted to change for a while now is that I love this avatar. It will always be me. But I wish I had a little more dynamism. Dynamism? Wish it was more dynamic. Because I always feel like the eye is staring into the soul. It's kind of a weird look for me. 4 effects here. Eagle strafing around. Any progress in defense campaign slowed. Oh shoot, there's volcanic activity. That's going to be wild and a half. Alrighty, good to know. Alright, we're going to bring this. I'm actually going to bring laser cannon for fun. And this as well as this, I think. Not my usual equipment, frankly, but it's okay. Oops. We'll see how this goes. You know what? I could have actually probably brought the shield generator. That might help me too. For some reason, I was reading this training manual tip down here, and I thought the game said avoid snow, hot water, specifically, which is really kind of weird, and I thought was funny. Ad starting soon over on Twitch. I also gotta decrease the audio in the game. I always forget to do that. This game's really loud. I love it, but it's so loud. A bit. Okay, so I would like to land back over there, I think is where I need to be at, isn't it? Yeah. This is it. This is the solemn duty for which you were born. Hello, lag. Fun fact, ice can burn. That is true. You can get freezer burns. How you doing, Group 555? Been a while, dude. How's the people here? I have had, let me tell you, quite a lot of health issues, but I'm doing all right now. Thank you for asking. How you doing? Been a minute since we've seen you.
Deploying sentry.
Put that there.
Deploying support weapon.
How many rounds does this have? 25. Auto flashlight. I might actually keep my flashlight on for this one, frankly. Sorry, button. After you stop, that is unfortunate. Yeah, then I've noticed notifications are just terrible. I wonder if it could be that I'm not doing things to like get in the algorithm and stuff, so things like doing shorts and whatnot probably could be something that I could work on. I haven't really considered doing that though, so I've just let it kind of languish. Oh, hi. Ow. Oh shoot, they took out my Tesla tower. Alright, well that's good to know. These optics are not the best for over here. Yeah, it's within treatability. I'm worried that my treatment's not working right now, honestly, is something I'm concerned about. But other than that, I'm doing pretty okay. I'm feeling better than I did when I was actually not getting treated. But I don't know that I'm, like, cured, if that makes sense. Or, like, in a place where I'm actually doing better. Kind of hard to manage, or, not manage, but, like, accurately, determine. Fuck, really? These guys are getting close, dude.
Don't you like the taste of freedom?
Oh, shit, that's a lot of high. I think I'm gonna go over the edge. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. And oh hi. Just to get a little bit of clearance here, we're gonna throw that there. Of course, it's gonna go right there. Of course, it's gonna go there. But yeah, I'm actually planning some big things. So I'm hoping to have a charity stream in December. I'm still working out concrete details on that. I'm actually gonna be brainstorming tomorrow. So we're gonna see how that goes. Ah, shit, don't run out right now. Incoming Eagle Storm. Dive, brother, dive! Ooh, it is a little laggy over here right now with the rain. Gotta go over here to get in. Got him at the hips there, that's good. Boo, thank you for that, dear one. Oh, I don't think it's happening right now. Get inside, thank God. Charity, so it's going to be for a group of charities. Oh, actually, the initiative is for... hold on, let me focus here and get this Hulk out if I can. See one from behind us, too, which is going to be a problem. So, I'm working under the Thankmas banner, which is Jacksepticeye's initiative that he does every year. Ow, really? Oh, come on. That's really rough there. So, I'll be working to support mental health organizations. He's got a couple that he's got on the docket. The Steampunk Bank Account charity? No. I noticed it was kind of weird. Tiltify has been working on an initiative that allows for personal fundraising, which has been really interesting to see as a concept. Not something that I really ever thought using, but it's interesting for people who want to use it, I know. Ow, come on, really? Fuck me, dude. That sucks that I just threw that at a tree. Yeah, Jack's really good with those, and I know that he's struggled a lot with mental health, and frankly, I'm really looking forward to working with this charity, because it's been something that has meant a lot to me as well, since I've struggled with mental health pretty consistently over my life, as I've grown up and dealt with ideas and struggling to know who I am kind of thing, and what it means to be a person in this world. So kind of supporting this really means a lot to me to hopefully give people a better option for their life. I am not better, so it feels kind of almost hypocritical to work on this as an effort, but I really do believe in working with this to support people. Put that there. Oh, shit. Whew, a lot of stuff going on, and my game's lagging pretty hard. Ooh, gotta lock in a little bit here, just so I don't keep dying. Ow, from the behind, really? This SMG is fine. I'm not sure that I like it though. I'd rather be using some of my other weapons, but it's got good, it's actually kind of good for clearing the infantry chaff. Oh, because I can't sprint this like that. Whoa, wait. It's gonna hurt like a bitch. Worth it. Oh, I'm 94 in the game. The only problem is that I'm lagging a lot, so that really drastically messes with my performance. Come back over here so I can get some distance. We're at 62%, which is not terrible. Do I have my if I can get this up here, that'd be great. No, of course not. This will help though. So I can ping this out so they know where it's at. Yeah, that's fair. This game is very kind of geared toward an audience that is like built for it, you know. The problem is a lot of like shitty people decided to like get into this game. So like we had some controversy and stuff, which I feel like could have pushed out more casual players who would have like really loved this game. And I'm not saying that that was your situation, but that definitely happened. That was pretty rough to see happen in the community. But yeah, this game's not your jam. No worries. I don't play it all the time. That's a bad idea to be right here. Why is the Hulk shooting through there? That sucks. Yeah, when you get the like the shitty community members coming in, you're like, well, this kind of sucks. Good, I'm glad I got that over there.
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
This is a level 5. But when level 5s are getting like this, so technically it's a hard level, as opposed to like ones you get like in mediums. These ones get really hard pretty fast. Because the constant bot spawning really leaves you with like no effort or no recourse if you're not constantly calling down supports that are going to get rid of the enemies in a timely, efficiently manner. There. Don't really know if anybody's behind me, which is a problem.
No mag.
84%, we got this. Oh my god, what is behind me, dude? Hello. Stupid idiot. Shouldn't blow me up like that. Yeah, bots are definitely far more difficult because they are always spawning in your head. And while Chargers and Bile Titans are manageable, they still have the like capacity to swarm you as soon as you start getting into the really higher difficulties with ones that are going to be able to wreck your shit really easily. Oh shoot, come on.
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
Oh shit, I need a stims bad. No, we don't have any, no. I'm gonna die. This is it for me. Because I can't heal. Yep, all good. I was gonna bleed out pretty fast after that. Instantly snipe with the mini nuke? Hell yeah, you love to see it. As changes have been made to the game, things like your recoilless rifle are so much better against Bile Titans, which is like a delight to see. So using those to like instantly snipe them out with a headshot, so much fun.
Remaining. I repeat, 5 minutes remaining.
Really? Don't like getting ganged up from behind. Oh, come on. What? That was so weird what happened there. Oh, come on, no. Oh, that was so unfortunate. My turret's going to go too. Rip. I wanted to use that for some Hulks, but that's okay. Use that supplies. You got that, gamer?
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
I missed? How did I miss?
Warning, you are leaving the mission area.
We're close. We got this. Hope that doesn't hit him. Please no.
Bag's empty.
We're almost there.
Fire in the hole.
This should get it because there's all just like a ton there. Oh, come on, really? That sucks. Ugh. Yeah, if you want to play with viewers, I could definitely set up community nights with this. The real big difficulty thing is, again, that lag. We'd have to play like on, maybe like on 4s or 5s. 5s, maybe 6 on bot or on bugs, but 4s and 3s on bots, just for the capability of me not losing my sanity with all the lag. Shoot.
Calling in reinforcements.
Oh, that is bad here.
Heavy on my position.
Shoot.
Freedom never sleeps.
Definitely no worries about playing right now. I'll have to like I'd have to make it a community night announcement kind of thing so that I don't feel bad about leaving people out who didn't know kind of thing. Shoot.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Shit, come on, no! Ugh. This small magazine size is really kind of hurting me because I want to be able to push my capabilities against the enemy and force him back. With a 25 magazine capacity, it is really difficult.
Objective located. Northwest.
Go, 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 just get in there. Whew, buddy, that was intense. That was nuts, dude. Love to see it, though. Love to see it. Level 6 and they came in that clutch. You love to see it, dude. Love to see it. Those ones are always really tough on the computer because like there's so much going on. Love it, but it's definitely an intensity. So like things like your we're gonna have a rescue civilians one after this, I believe it's a vital research one we have after this as well. Those are your far more fair ones because it's just easier to handle your bot drops, your bug breaches if they were on bugs, that kind of stuff. But as soon as you put yourself in a small confined space with all those enemies dropping in, your computer's like, I'm screaming! Oh, it's great. I love it. It's so much fun. I really love this game. Playing it on my off time is something I do regularly. Genuinely fulfills me. It's so much fun to keep playing. I love its predecessor too. Helldivers 1 is probably another community game I could do because I feel more confident teaching people that one, and it's not as intensive and demanding on a computer. Like it came out on the PS Vita, so if it can run on the PS Vita and you think you can do that, you can definitely handle playing that on your computer. It's really great stuff.
Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Alrighty, it's kind of hard to see where things are at, but we're going to start off, if I can, like over here. Really hard to see where things are going to be bad and where they're going to be hot spots. I'll bring my rocket centering out for this one. We'll do sprint speed. Actually, what did they bring? Okay, they bring a Hellbot. Cool. I'm going to keep practicing with this SMG. I like learning my weapons before I decide if they're bad or not. I'm going to be completely honest, though. I don't have high hopes for it. Because I feel like a weapon that's going to really be doing things I want it to. One of the good things about its peers in its class is you can find ones that are one-handed. That really does bump up its use case and stuff, because if you're one-handing something, say for example you're taking a research mission around, or you're carrying something else of vital importance that needs to be in your hands, you can then use that one-handed operation so you still have a defense mechanism as opposed to needing to rely on your secondary. So having a primary that's one-handed is really beneficial for that. On top of that, one of your SMGs that's one-handed has stun capabilities. And that comes in really clutch for things like your medium-class bugs and your medium-class bots, especially if you can nail your headshots on medium-class bots, because then you're not only dealing stun, you're effectively removing their capabilities immediately as you one-tap them with a headshot. Not always the easiest thing to do, though, for sure. Why'd I have to land here? This is going to be so tough to dive out of.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name.
There you go.
Live up to freedom.
Fuck, really? Okay, gotta get this out of me.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Calling down a sentry.
Over there.
Sending down sentry.
Requesting advanced
There we go, there's one. For reload, too. One thing I always hate, too, about when I'm lagging is the audio gets screwed up. That's really, really rough. You always like the first shotgun? That's a really good one. If you're talking about the Punisher or even the Breaker, like just the basic Punisher and the basic Breakers, really good weapons. They are really well classed and well balanced. Alright, we're gonna go this way.
Northwest, 100 meters. New mag. Objective located. North.
Yeah, okay, that's what we need to go to. Hard to kind of tell some of these things.
Sub-objective nearby.
Fox, northwest.
Got him barely. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he got burned to death. I hate it when that happens. Okay, now they're coming in. Good. The fact you could just reload 2 rounds and shoot was a godsend when solo and getting swarmed. Yeah, you're right. You're so right. The rounds reload thing on the Punisher, really, really good. Fuck, I hate this is a 25, dude. I think the other ones have 35. So being able to just pump a couple more rounds into your enemy usually was able to do the trick. Not with this thing, though. Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm so gonna get cooked here. Yep, the impact. Wait, what happened?
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Weird. That was really weird. Huh. Oh, you know what? I threw an SOS beacon. I didn't think I threw that. Whoops. Best way to deal with chargers, honestly, either your recoilless anti-tank weapons, hell, or you could start going for things like your HMGs, your flamethrowers. I wouldn't really recommend nade launchers, because those don't really have a lot of good capabilities for getting them in the back. But then your airstrikes are usually really good.
Engaging terminal.
With the changes to how they've been working lately, it's been really nice to be able to kind of bring different kinds of equipment and not feel like locked into a class if you know there are going to be chargers in a match. Because now there are more options to better deal with them. Oh, hello. Yeah, medium armor penetration has been changed, so it's not going to do... it's not going to be the end-all be-all for you. Your heavy armor penetrating, so like your HMGs, your anti-tanks, your railguns actually are really good too now. What else? Your Quasar is really good. You can sort of do some good damage with the LAS-98 cannon, which is the thing I was using in the last mission when I had it, is also really good. One of the cool things you can now do, too, is you can use your recoilless to just wreck outposts like that. It's a big trade-off as you're using one of your rounds, but it's still really good if you can manage it correctly. Oh, get rid of those guys. We're going to have a bot drop on us because I couldn't effectively manage my weapons. Shoot. No, why am I not reloading? Shoot. Some strength. Come on. No! Oh, shoot. I thought I had enough time to not get noticed. That was rough. I probably could have handled that if I hadn't gotten... Or if I had gotten my reload started sooner. Did I get him? Kinda got him. Nice. Whoa, hello. That was intense.
Heavy. Never mind.
I'm not even gonna deal with this guy.
Affirmative.
Objective near your position.
Oh, right. This is the bioprocessors.
Stratagem available.
Calling it a hellbomb. Engaging terminal. Hellbomb armed. Clear the area. Follow me.
Shoot, I gotta get behind this rock. Cool. That's that done. Let's go grab this
Dropping
now.
a pin. Southwest. 100 meters.
Automaton facility destroyed.
And then, oh man, that big one's gonna be kind of rough to deal with, but we should be able to handle it. Not sure what that is, but that's something for sure. Honestly, one of the things I've liked doing for this game is just kind of checking the patch notes and then starting to learn what the kind of thought process is behind weapon changes and stuff. Because then you can better plan how you're going to start using different weapons in different scenarios and stuff, and based off of how they've been changed. Which has been really fun. Because that's always then been encouraging me to try out new weapons in new ways, and that's been really helpful. I really like that a lot. Had a nice little voice crack in the middle of that too. Probably gonna throw us a resupply all the way out there. Ooh, thank you.
Thank you.
I forgot they had a resupply beacon, so that's good for them.
Got out from sun.
I wonder if that's gonna work actually. I don't know.
Outpost destroyed.
Affirmative.
Cool. Grab this. Yoink.
Rare sample acquired. Supplies. Northwest.
Do I like platform fighting games? If you're talking about things like, give me an example actually better so I can know kind of what you're talking about.
Tagging map.
Because
Northeast,
platform fighting
300
games
meters.
kind of means different things to me in my brain. Smash Bros? I am definitely not good at Smash Bros. No. I wish. That'd be fun. Definitely not an area I have expertise in though. I kind of lack a good sense of rhythm and ability to kind of chain combos in my head, so even regular fighting games are kind of a difficult thing for me. I've tried them before. I had a moment, I think beginning of last year or end of last year, where we had like an arcade moment where I just played Street Fighter games and other kinds of fun classic experiences, but I was having a really hard time with Street Fighter. I was not doing well. I don't think I won a single round, or a single like match, I should say. Definitely not my finer moment there. It's kind of always something I've wanted to have an interest in, because like I love Guile, love Cammy, Chun-Li, Ryu, Ken, all that good stuff. It's all fun. I really can't do any of the moves and stuff. For a great community game, that's good to know. But yeah, I'm so bad at the game. I've wanted to do Brawlhalla probably like maybe one day, maybe. But it's also like it's one of those things that since I know I'm bad at them, I've never really put any time into thinking, hey, maybe I'll go try this kind of experience. I just took care of both of these outlets, I think. I missed both of them. Shit.
Hold position.
Get up here to throw it any closer.
Sending in an eagle.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think if I definitely open myself up to that, I definitely could be, I could still have my fun. It's not something I've been putting any time into, so I'll feel like I'll have to open up to that. I'll have to think about that in the future. So yeah, if I'm just shitposting having good fun for Brawlhalla, that'd be good. Shoot.
Reloading.
Oh shoot. Die, die, die. Oop, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm firing blindly. I can't see where anything's coming from.
Outpost destroyed.
Thank you.
Let's, I think we're gonna move to do that main objective, and then we'll go around getting everything else we need. Oh shit, is that a hole? That it is, yep. Ow. Ow, come on, I bashed my head into the wall and I get cooked? Oh man, you hate when that happens. Oh, that's too funny.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Yeah, that was really funny. That was really just like unfortunate timing. Oh, shoot, sir. A moment. Thank you. Whew.
Affirmative.
Okay. Let's go grab our priority objective here.
200 meters.
We're on the way to liberate some people. So one of the things too that I really hate, or like it's kind of a learning experience, is those plants there with like the big spiny bulbs on them. It's kind of low definition on my screen since I'm running on a lower graphics card and stuff. But those things will explode and do so much damage to you if you walk into them. It's not even funny. What if the real primary objective was the friends we made? The friends we friendly fired along the way. That's even better than what I was thinking. Too funny. You're so right, though. Too funny.
Thank you.
Oh, I missed my shots. No.
Boss, northeast.
Sure, we're not going to cover it up from any sides here. God, this 25 ammo limit's a real big limitation for me to work around with. I did not get that guy, did I? Nope.
Calling down supply. Injury? What injury?
More crits, so true. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting problem here.
Requesting sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Got it, barely. Got all the enemies with it too, though. No, there's another one I can't reload in time. Actually, I might be able to. Yeah, I'm at least doing some damage to these guys here. Nice. Okay, let's do the citizens here. It's gonna be kind of rough with these guys just being here. Who's around there? Who's there? I think there's probably a Devastator walking around. Oh shit, come on. I'm stuck, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Help me, step bro, I'm stuck. I'd have to wait for this thing to go by. It's alright. I could blow myself up. I don't think it's worth it to do that right now, though. Yeah, press G on the floor, exactly, yeah. A lot of good aiming here, but I can...
Dropping a pin. East. 50 meters.
It's gonna be better sink into the ground at some point. I'm really annoyed that I couldn't dive through that.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
You're kidding me. Where the fuck is my team? I'm doing everything alone. Meanwhile, me. So true.
Squad lost. Deploying full replacement. Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Alright, let's handle this. Nice. Good Hulk.
Affirmative.
That was a great squish by them. I might actually just call down my stuff again over here. I'll get my stuff later. Because it doesn't help if I just go back and get stuck again.
Calling down a sentry.
Yep, and there it's gone. It just sinks into the ground. Just takes too long. I gotta say, I admire the capability of the mushrooms and the fungi to just absolutely eat through metal. Because I guess that's like the only like real like life way I can think of them to be going into the ground like that. Also, okay, one of the fun things I learned recently, and it makes sense in retrospect, but the rocket turret has backblast, which is not it's like it's you don't have to like get far enough away. It's like it's honestly you have to be like really close to the backblast to take effect on you, which is really interesting.
We're back in business.
Like, if I'm back here, I'm fine when it starts firing. If I get any closer than that, I'm risking it. Usually, though, I just give them such a wide berth that it's not really, like, that big of a problem. I kind of just, like, vibe around them and make sure I'm doing my job. Giving them plenty of berth, because I've been killed too many times by autocannon turrets. One time I discovered that I could be set on fire by the backblast, which is pretty fun. Grab these while I'm waiting though. Alright, we should just need about like one more little push here. Why out of X? Yeah, right. So that's a fun thing, right? So like we just need 2 more to be filled. So if like you know, hey, this guy's like he's kind of tripping a little bit. I don't like his vibe. You can just cap him, and it's so fucking funny. It's like it's cruel as hell. Like you're doing unnecessarily violence to innocent people, but it's just amusing to do as a thing that's included in the game. You're not even really reprimanded. You're like fined like $45, and that $45 is not gonna do anything in this economy. Or in the in-game economy, you just you do it, and like it's such a low consequence. Thank you.
Thank you. Supplies.
Okay, let's go grab our thing over
Tracking
here.
down. East, 200 meters.
It'll be good, I think.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Shoot. This fucking 25 limit's gonna kill me one day. It's gonna kill me right now if I'm not lucky. Yeah, points on your driver's license for vehicular manslaughter. You're so right. It's just like that. It's like it's such a slap on the wrist. Coming Eagle Storm, huh? Is this gonna take out what I over here? Maybe, I don't know.
Requesting air support.
Should this actually takes effect?
Outpost destroyed.
Affirmative.
There's a Hulk over there. That's interesting. You got nuked though. Hell yeah, that Eagle airstrike was really good. Airstrafe. Whoops, words are hard. We're gonna do. Oh, we got volcanic activity. That's not great.
Found something. Box, southwest. Fire in the hole.
Tagging map. 200 meters.
Shoot, that stupid tree in front of me. Ah, sorry, I really should have taken the shot. Ah, crud. Really rough ragdoll there, but it's all good. Oh, that's a detector tower. Fuck me, dude. That's not good.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Reporting to the front. Calling.
Holy crap.
Prosperity.
Objective located. Southeast.
Affirmative. Hold position.
He's still alive? Holy shit, dude. That, I did not expect that Hulk to take that well. That was intense. It might have been a second one that spawned, I'm not sure. Not eating for 3 hours, a classic. Astra, you really gotta take care of yourself. I can't be your parent, that's just weird. Shoot.
Requesting air support.
That's enough.
Marking location. Southeast.
Enemy tactical assets within range.
Excellently.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, you're fair. I think it should be assigned to yourself, though, that if you haven't eaten for 3 hours and, like, you're hungry and stuff, take care of yourself. Thing recharge yet? Yeah, I can do this here. Jet brigade. Oh, dive. Taking care of yourself? Yeah, never heard of it, TBH. Though I think, okay, let me teach you one more thing, group, about Helldivers that's changed recently. This kind of insignificant. Hell bombs are made to work a little bit better in that they will explode if they're detonated next to you once they've been armed. So like if you're standing next to an armed hell bomb and somebody shoots it enough to like damage it totally, it will count as an explosion. And it will detonate. That's really kind kind of both good and bad, because if you're not taking care of your positioning, that can be a real big detriment to yourself. Really? Oh my god, whoops. I was not looking. I need to get that Hulk out of there. That was a bad spot. That sucks. That's okay. Oh, it's because I was in the fucking chat. That's okay. Shit. Oh, I must have been holding it. Fuck me, dude. That's okay.
Sending in calling in a hell bomb. Hold position.
I need my inbound strike to come back. I can see my target, son of a bitch. I can be fine over here. Not breathing for 3 hours. Alright, that's just like, take care of yourself, gamer. Don't die. Dummy. That's not what we're supposed to do here in life. That's not how that works.
Calling in reinforcements.
I gotta slow it up here. Shit. Oh shit, son of a bitch. Just a little too close to that. Gotta get out of that. Gotta lock in for a second, chat. Fuck me, dude. This stupid 25 ammo count's really not jiving with me. I'm somebody that relies on those high ammo counts in order to be able to put down my shots where they need to be. It's just been so rough not being able to have that. Of course there's a hole coming, dude.
You will never destroy our way of life. Requesting sentry.
Auction is so addictive, so true. Try going without and almost die with draw in minutes, so true. Oh yes, not being alive for 3 hours and just zone out. Classic. So true. Oh shit, it's not empty. Fuck. Got him before I think he did it though.
Never sleep.
Outpost clear.
There we go. Oh my god, those leaves on the ground there that I just walked past walking up here scared the hell out of me, dude. I thought there were like massive like crawling bugs on the ground. I was like, ugh. That was so funny, dude. I did not know what those were. Oh, that was great. Glad I ducked. So one of the things that's been kind of interesting that's kind of new to the game group that you'll kind of be getting to experience if you decide to come back to the game in the near future is what's called the Democracy Space Station, or the DSSS for short. It's a new orbital thing that's like kind of hanging above us right now. I don't know if I can see it in the sky very well. I don't think I can. It's kind of hard usually to spot it in the sky. I think you can see it sometimes. But it's basically an orbital support platform that, if you've noticed, been seeing these Eagle Storm things coming repeatedly and repeatedly. That's just the DSSS kind of supplying us with extra support in the missions. And that DSSS will hang around one planet until it moves to another station. And we can supply with different supplies, such as samples or money, in order to acquire different benefits within the game. And it's been really interesting to deal with. We had an orbital bombardment one, I think, a day or two ago. That was nuts to deal with. You were like dying nonstop. So much fun, but legitimately kind of a pain in the butt.
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown. For Liberty!
Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry.
Bag's empty. Objective located. Objective located. Follow me.
Pelican 1, preparing to depart. Extraction complete. Pelican 1
Yeah,
beginning ascent.
there's been a lot of changes. Arrowhead's been putting a lot of work into making sure that this game is what they want it to be, making sure that the community loves it. It's been really great.
was never in doubt.
Alright, I'll probably wrap up our last mission in the operation, then I'll call it a stream. Just because anybody want to go raid at the time, so I'm kind of have my eyes open for this one. I have my eyes on somebody, we'll see if that changes. I get where you're coming from, group. I really do. But I think I'd have to disagree. I think the community we've already seen the community get so toxic around changes to this game in terms of how it's balanced for players, even when it's already just PvE. And it's already been such a struggle to find that right balancing between players and the enemies we're facing against. It would just turn into like Battlefield, and not a good one at that. Battlefield, like, is a good example of a game that requires people to rely on their communication skills between inter-party members to really have a good experience. And while I love this game and I think it fosters good communication, it's not always the best because a lot of us rely on text chat. I don't always go into the voice chats anymore when I used to start.
Welcome aboard, Helldiver, and congratulations on completing your training.
But I get how that PvP side would spice it up. Like I get they're saying it's samey, and I get that's a feeling that some people have. They're totally valid for having that. But there's a lot of us who don't feel that way yet. And we'll probably reach it eventually. We're looking to see the third faction, the Illuminates, come at some point. But until then, a lot of us that are playing are just comfortable playing the game as it is. We don't need that PvP mode. We come here to escape those PvP modes, because otherwise we'd be playing COD, we'd be playing Halo, we'd be playing Battlefield, we'd be playing BattleBit, Overwatch, League, whatever you want, Valorant. And here we're just working together with some chooms. We're having a good time. I'm getting help out this level 7 cadet who probably just started playing this game like 10 hours ago at most. And I just gotta have a good time, you know? It's like I certainly understand the appeal, but it's not necessary. It's not required. It does not have to be a thing that that needs to be added in like the near future, if that makes sense. So I hear you. I understand your pleas. I can totally sympathize with you that too. But I think I just have to rebuke you because I don't think it's right for this game. That's like I think it's actually kind of interesting to bring this up because it could definitely have a rebuttal said to it. But one of the things that Arrowhead brought up when they first started with this game, specifically Helldivers 2, is that games are not meant to be played by everyone. Even though like the market mindset right now, the industry mindset is that games should attract the widest audience possible and appeal to the most amount of people possible in order to maximize profits, that doesn't make for a good game. That makes for a product. That makes for a piece of work, if that makes sense. This game wanted to be a fun experience, and it stumbled in that. It really did. It had its problems. It had its issues with not only just people being bad, but having serious developmental issues that needed to be addressed by the developers, recognizing that they could be improving the game. But it also doesn't have to be a PvP mode, because there are plenty of games that already appeal to that audience. Helldivers does not have to be that. Ooh. So never say never, right? But you could always definitely have. Oof. But I think there's always another side of that story of like wanting a PvP mode. Ooh, you better run, buddy.
Reinforcements have been launched.
Something that brings the horde killing from Helldivers into multiplayer. Something very different from other games out that they don't rely on balance. Right, sure. Sure. I could see that, yeah. Like, I think... Hell, I'd like to see that in World War Z, you know? Where... Oh, it already got blown up, okay. Like, if there's just a way to, like, make it so zombies were able to be controlled by players, that'd be fun. Right, yeah, right. It doesn't have to be turned into COD. Oops.
Hellbomb armed. Clear the area.
Ooh, shit, no, this way.
Marking location, southeast.
Don't crash.
Calling in an eagle.
So yeah, please don't mistake me saying any of these things as if I'm like saying you're bad or your opinion's wrong or anything like that if you don't have like a good idea behind there. I think really what I'm trying to say is I like this part of you where you're further developing your argument and stuff. I want you to tell me why you think it can be good and stuff. I want you to be challenged so that you can give me another idea for why there should be multiplayer. And I'm getting cool ideas from you, right? Like you're giving me interesting stuff, and that's what's exciting about this stuff. Because like you're totally right, there definitely is a market for that. Having something like Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood that's multiplayer probably could have an audience. It would definitely be niche, probably just as niche as Helldivers 2, but it could certainly work. You're absolutely right in that respect. I wish this zoomed in further so I could see. Nice, got that going on. Hell yeah.
Outpost cleared.
PUBG zombie mode, and that was interesting because all the zombies act the same. That's true. And it kind of also, I think I can draw comparisons between even Halo and its zombies mode, where like some of them are alpha zombies and a lot of them the multiplayer these days with Halo Reach zombies. You have zombies modes where some of them are regular, some of them are alpha, and they have different capabilities and subsets because of that. And that's always fun, right? Like you have, oh, the mines. I see the mines. Yeah, that's totally something that could work. It's just you got to find like the right balance, the right way to do it, you know? So yeah, I appreciate these thoughts. They're great.
Reloading.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So we got a stratagem jammer. I'll make sure they agree with the plan, and then we'll go act on it.
Affirmative.
I think, honestly, what I hope for people moving on from Helldivers in the future, I hope they are willing to embrace an idea that multiplayer games at this scale, where like things are just chaotic and a lot of fun, and getting the idea about getting people to work together and have a great time, are capable games, and that they can use those to have good ideas and make good games. Yeah, I don't know. For Helldivers, I make something where the match goes on for long periods of time, but it is constantly supplied by hordes of new players coming in and responding, which are out for rewards based on kills instead of winning the match. Gotcha.
Enemy tactical asset within threat range.
I wonder if the Eagle will come over here and do the stratagem raid. It kind of seems like it will. Interesting. I wasn't actually sure if it would or wouldn't. Oh, this will work perfectly. Oops. Oh, I don't have this.
Bug fabricator is on my position.
Nice.
Critical stratagem available.
Perfect timing with that. I'm glad I threw that in. Thought about that. Hello, that guy was from behind us.
Outpost cleared.
Throwing grenade. Bag's empty. Reloading. Thank you. Affirmative.
Oh, that's a hole right there. Perfect. So there's a couple things. I've had a lot of practice, and I know how fabricators work pretty damn well. So I saw that the door was open, and if you throw even an impact nade into a door, you can instantly blow it up, essentially. It's much faster than waiting for your nades to go in through the top, or even for them to detonate. On top of that, I have impact nades, so that was just like a really fast, instant thing. If I had my recoilless rifle, that would have been just about the same amount of time for me to kill it. And even with impact nades, as long as you have a good aim and you're like throwing correctly, you can throw an impact nade through the vents, and those will work just as fine. They'll be immediate too. It's a little more rough, especially when you have like things like incendiary nades, because then you have to watch about AoE damage to yourself. But really, it's all about making sure you remember your throwing angles and stuff. You get used to what equipment you're using that may affect your throwing angles, and then just learn how to throw it into the vents or in through the doors. Yeah, lining it up, like, it's definitely a strategy of, like, learning how to kind of quickly line it up. I've had a lot of practice of just being under pressure. Ooh, is there?
Marking location. North.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Found something. Objective located. North.
Is it gonna bust it open? No, it's not.
Hold position.
Yeah, whenever you can see like the doors and stuff, you have to kind of be aware that the way the lighting works on it's kind of broken sometimes. So sometimes you can like the door will be open, but it'll look like it's dark, right? So you'll just see the empty kind of like naked texture of it instead of the glow. And what'll happen is you just have to like recognize, okay, I can still throw it in and then throw it in, because that's like you're not always going to see that glow. That's been something that probably could be worked on, but like as long as you're aware of it, you don't really need to worry about it. As long as you're looking for it, you're good and golden. But yeah, the door is the easiest way to throw in a nade, especially if you're rocking your impacts, because then you just like, yeah, you're good, you're golden. You throw it in, perfect, bing bang boom, you're off to the races.
Sub-objective near your location.
Oh shit, he got that off. I don't have a lot of stuff for that. That's okay. You know, I think your multiplayer thing is starting to grow on me, especially because I'm thinking about there's another game like Helldivers called Starship Troopers Extermination. It came out in middle of September. I haven't played it, but that's another like horde type shooter. That's more of a horde type shooter than this. So this is like a mission-based shooter. Starship Troopers Exterminator, whatever it's called, I forget the exact terminology, is far more of a horde shooter, and that can work really well with like subsets of control going to other players on the other side, and that'd be a lot of fun for them. Or at least I'd hope it would be. Oh, come on. Ooh, I'm sorry. Oh, I can't even reinforce too. Fuck. Okay, so we gotta do some finagling here. If I can get out over here and be good. Dive over here. I was really waiting for that stupid Eagle Storm to come. I was waiting for it so bad. And it just came like as soon as I brought him down. That's so silly. Love it. Love it, love it. You love it to see it. These spats are just weapon testing. That's like a fun little idea. That would be like a good red versus blue video game if that was made into something, you know? Just have like a group of 16 Spartans hanging out together, blasting the hell out of each other, but it's really just like cooperative training for the freelancers. If that's at all any lore you're familiar with, because that's what I was thinking of.
Engaging terminal.
Let's see if we get lucky here. I can see another fabricator next to it.
Bot fabricator. West, 50 meters.
I don't think we have another fabricator on this one. I think it's got to be the traditional way. Oh, shit, hello.
Reloading. Bot fabricator. West, close.
I'm gonna hop up here and see if I can do anything. Because yeah, I don't see another fab we got to work with here. Oh shit! Hello. That scared me. Any good anime recommendations? If you're into rom-coms, right now the 24 season is having a Netflix premiere of Ranma 1/2. It's a remake of the original one coming out in the 1980s, 70s, kind of around that time. I've been loving it to death. It's been so good. But I know that not everybody's going to enjoy rom-coms. Another one I've really loved is Yuru Camp, or Laid Back Camp in English, which is just a really fun kind of a high school slice of life story about teenagers experiencing what it's like to go camping in Japan. And that's honestly just like given me such a love for camping and the idea of going camping that I've wanted to actually start going camping for real. That one's been done for about a year now. It's on its 3rd season. But it will have a 4th season. It's in production, but I expect it to take about another couple of years before another season of that comes out. What else? Layback Camp's really good. Bochi the Rock's really good if you haven't already seen that. That one's just a lot of fun. But the drama about the fun, quirky little introvert girl is not always everybody's jam. I know. I'm a big fan of the Ghost in the Shell anime film from 1995. It's always a classic. I'm a big fan of that one. What else? But did this not get blown up? I don't think it did, actually. Can I just swing for this?
200 meters.
Throw in a grenade. We'll be fine. Door's not open, so we're going to do this.
Fire in the hole!
Missed. Oh, there we go. Action type anime, slice of life, need to be in the mood. Very fair. I'm not sure about the genre typings for this one, but Dandadan, which is premiering as well in this 24 fall anime season. I guess it's almost winter anime season, holy shit. Would be another probably good one. It's about a guy who loses one of his testicles and then has to go on a supernatural adventure to go find it. Really fucking stupid ass concept, but I think that alone just sells how good it's gonna be, frankly. A lot of people are loving that one. I think you should probably check that one out if nothing else. Yeah, bro loses one of his testicles and then has to go on a super journey to go get his testicle back. It's so fucking stupid. Dandadan? D-A-N, I'm pretty sure. It might be Dandan. No, I'm pretty sure it's Dandadan. But yeah, just such a stupid concept. And I love the idea. I haven't started that one. I probably will. But I'm also getting ready for the winter anime season because Beastars Season 3 is going to come out. I got a Choom who wanted me to get caught up on for that one, so I'm doing that. Didn't honestly like Season 2 of Beastars, so that probably is something I can't recommend because it's like a weird slice of life spy thriller mix. But, yeah. I think, honestly, skip Beastars. Maybe just watch the first season. It's a pretty good first season, honestly. What else? Anything else that's action I can think of? Ergo Proxy is actually a really good, like, psychological anime thriller. Really good. Evangelion's a great action psychological thriller. What else? Actually, I just finished up End of Evangelion about half a month ago. So I'm really fresh on that one. I've been having a really good time kind of exploring that. I'm going to go back for the rebuilds here in the future, but not at the exact moment. Did Bro just reload his thing? I hope no. Yeah, a lot of good stuff's coming out. I kind of whoops, I did not mean to drop that. Oh shoot, that guy's gonna be a problem. Nice. Yeah, I kind of action anime is not my forte, I'll say, but I know a lot of people like it. If you haven't already seen things like your shoot, what are they called? Jujutsu Kaisen, your My Hero Academias and stuff, those are fine for the most part, I think. A lot of people do like them. I know the last seasons of both of those got so much shit talked about them because they were genuinely really bad. But I think you could probably enjoy at least a part of them in terms of their earlier seasons. Honestly, these days, my go-tos are just actually reading manga, frankly. That's been what my go-to's been too.
100 meters.
Ooh, that's a dangerous alarm. Oops.
Cancel that. Danger. Northwest.
I'm gonna be on the easiest side. When I have the mental energy, I'm more on the YouTube science side. Very fair. Absolutely, totally fair. No problem over there. Last season of you actually liked that one? All right, fair. No worries. More power to you. I heard a lot of people were not happy with it. Or I should say, I wonder if it was the manga that finished actually that pissed people off. But I thought it was the anime. I'm actually not sure. Frankly. Oh shit, what's going on here?
Package acquired. Bot fabricator. Northeast. Close.
Can I nail a shot right in there? Yeah, I can. I cannot actually. I lied. Sick.
Layer sample acquired.
Okay, one more big one here.
South. 100 meters.
I expect to see a couple of Hulks in here. There goes one. I probably expect to see a couple more. So after that show, it's not deep, but they generally are outputting on all with what load's being picked up on. Gotcha, gotcha. Then hey, that's good. Ah, there's a Hulk I was looking for.
Heavy. Drop in package. Heavy. Southwest. 50 meters. Last reload.
Ow, 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 fuck. That was really bad. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Oh, no. Oh, good dive, good dive, good dive. Love to see that. Oh, son of a bitch. We're getting cooked from here, too. Go. Imagine Avengers Endgame for the final fight for most of the season, none of the depth. Alright, understandable. At least they're doing something with it. I think, okay, honestly, the thing I heard most from people is that they just hated the romance endings for MHA, and I was like, alright, that's fair. That's a fair reason to hate a season. But I honestly, like I said, I'm not so familiar with that I would know much more than that. Throw a this here. Yeet. I had to just kind of lock in for this one. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Back inbound.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Affirmative.
Oh, all that displays.
acquired.
I'm gonna walk over and hopefully grab some from the chute. See, they're not fully caught up with but they might rushing things too hard. Affirmative, yeah.
Affirmative. Thank you.
Okay, let's see where we're gonna go next. We're gonna head over here.
Dropping a pin. So, 200 meters.
Actually, I'm not sure if this is going to be an action thriller or not. But if you want to kind of get involved in a series, there's going to be a rerun, kind of just like a community held rerun of. I'll have to get the name for you here in just a second. But of an anime that came out, I think, in 2017, I believe, or something like that, around there. It's basically about a giant mech and its pilot going back in time, or not in time, but across like space in a wormhole to a waterlogged Earth, which is like a really fun little idea. I'll have to get the name for you that, but I believe the community over on r/anime, so if you're into Reddit and that kind of jazz, are going to start their season rewatch either on December 2nd or December 7th. Don't quote me on that, but as soon as I get the name for you, you can go look at their subreddit. That's kind of your kind of vibe. Okay, so I'm kind of the person that likes to avoid popular anime just because I don't want to be like too sucked into the hype, if that makes sense. I'm not like ever like too judgmental about people who get into that, but I did pass up on that for the time being. Gargantua on the Verdurous planet. Verdurous planet? I'll put it up here in chat for you here. Alright, we gotta go turn the tower here a little bit. Stream starter? Alright. Can you hear me? Hello, hello? Can you hear me now? Awesome. I'm gonna put an anime in chat that I think is gonna be an action kind of mecha anime. I'm not sure, frankly. But let me get that on you. As for why I passed up on Dungeon Meshies, I'm not a big fan of hopping into super popular anime as they're coming out. I usually like taking my time for anime and finding them as they kind of mature over time, so I have like a lot more to watch at once. But it also allows me to kind of like comb through all the hype and make sure I'm actually going to enjoy a series before I actually hop into it for sure. But the one I just put in chat, Gargantua on the Verdurous planet, is supposed to be one we're going to start over on the r/anime subreddit. We're going to watch a rewatch of it and hopefully just have a good time in like the very early bits of December. Yeah, we're just gonna have a good time with that. So if you want to check it out, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be action. Hell yeah, hugging it out, hugging the homies. Alrighty.
Southeast, 200 meters.
I see somebody over there. I can't tell. Totally fair. I tend to do that too. I just like the cooking concept and to give it a shot. Understandable. Understandable. Frankly, my cooking fix actually came from Laid Back Camp that I mentioned to you earlier. That show has so much cooking in it. It was just a blast to watch. We gotta keep moving for the volcanic activity.
Fire in the hole.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
This is going to be a weird kind of game recommendation for you, but since you're thinking about action anime, there's a game called Rogue Flight. ROGUE, and then flight is in going through the air and flying, which is actually a very action-oriented. Imagine like a top-down shooter, like a shmup from like the old days of like 1940 and plane shooters and stuff. But if it was in like third person and super tight combat. I've been wanting to pick that up, tried the demo, absolutely love the hell out of it. But I think if you're like wanting kind of like a mecha action, not a mecha, but like an action anime in a video game, that might be up your alley. This guy's not going down easy, huh? Oh, I don't have any nades, shoot.
Bot fabricator. On my position. Here. Thank you.
Outpost destroyed.
Dropping a pin. Tagging location.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I'm a bit burned out on games, excuse me. You just keep seeming samey again with the new games. Understandable. I've honestly started going more to indie games as opposed to AAA. Because, yeah, a lot of the AAA games, I'm looking too hard and I'm not finding a lot of what I want, kind of thing. So, yep, I get what you're feeling.
Calling down a support weapon. Calling down a walker. Requesting tac pack. Calling in extraction. For prosperity!
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Walker. Affirmative.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Marking location. South.
I might start in the run of Infamous 2 for nostalgia. Absolutely, go for it. Go have your fun, hell yeah. Okay, he's got it figured out. Yeah, go seek him out. Get that Hulk. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love seeing new players get to play around with cool tech and just absolutely wrecking an enemy. Love it. That was wholesome. That made me happy today. Got stuff coming from behind us. Now we're good. Some Black Ops 1 zombies too. You dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Black Ops 1 zombies. Yeah, I could go for that, frankly. Never been really good at zombies, but I did enjoy some Black Ops 1 zombies when we had it back on the 360. Stuff was good. I honestly heard that Black Ops 6 actually had a pretty good zombies multiplayer. Not gonna check it out myself because I'm not interested in COD that much. Heard the campaign was decent, but yeah, it's just not enough to bring in a chum like me into a game like that. Hell yeah.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Reloading.
Too, but as much as I like Cold War, the modern style just doesn't grab me the same. Understandable, yeah. Ooh, Jesus Christ. That was scary as hell.
Objective loose. Affirmative.
Oh, fuck. That was weird. You first. 2, 0.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Another victory for the right side of history.
It's just that multiplayer these days, zombies used to have its own aesthetic. That's very true. That is very true. Absolutely it did. I kind of miss the lore ship posts that you always used to see on the older zombies. Those were a lot of fun to see as a kid. Getting to try and do weird stuff with my friends as we tried and figure out how to do all the crazy Easter eggs. I was never good at it, but my friends were always having good fun with it, so I loved to have that. It's great. Good fun stuff in the day. Well, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's been a wonderful Saturday hanging out with you guys, getting to play some Snatcher, get that finished up, and also playing some wonderful Helldivers, and honestly having a great time with this low-level character. They were a great person, just hanging out, having a good time, and learning some cool stuff. So wish them good in their journey on Helldivers 2. Hope to see you guys back in the future. We'll probably do a community night of some kind of Helldivers in the future, so look forward to that. I'm probably gonna do it in December though, so I'm actually like fully done with my health regimen that I got to get to, and then hopefully after our charity stream so we can all relax and have a good way to end the year and stuff. Nice group, hell yeah. Remember democracy. Affirmative. I think I'm going to send you over to a friend if you guys are over on Twitch. I'm going to send you guys over to a friend who's having a 2-year anniversary debut of their stuff. Hope to be able to come back sooner this time. Absolutely. Hope to see you again sooner as well. Stay tuned on the community posts and stuff. I'll try and post charity stuff as well as community night Helldivers information over on there. If not, hop in streams and I'll hopefully get that information to you in the future. And we'll see you when we next see you. I'm just going to see how many people are hanging out on Twitch. If it's not a lot, I might just like end the stream. I don't know if I want to like raid too much today. I know it's like good policy, but I'm also like, I'm kind of just like sleepy. I want to go like relax and do my own jam stuff, but we'll see what it is here. So many good gamers we have relaxing with us today. But I want to thank you guys so much for a wonderful day. It's been great to come back. I wasn't sure if I was going to be up to it today, but I've had a wonderful time. So thank you guys for hanging out, giving me a wonderful Saturday today. Thank you. But until next time, I'm not sure when we're going to stream next. It is kind of low viewers here today, so I think we're gonna call it a stream. I will see you guys when I next see you. Until then, stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and remember, it's never goodbye. Just see y'all later. Have a wonderful everybody. Bye-bye.